Tommy, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be home. It's great to be home. Folks, Jill and Hunter and Ashley and I are delighted to be here. Obviously, this is an incredible moment for all of our family. And literally, as I was backstage having some photographs taken with some folks, the phone rang, and it was Bo Biden, my general, our general from Fort Bliss, Texas, saying, "Dad, make sure you don't talk too long." So I'm fortunate. I've been really fortunate in my career to have such great and loyal and talented partner as Tom Carper. You know, the truth of the matter is, what Tom says is true. I've never had anybody in my political life who has been more loyal to me, and I hope I've been loyal too. Tommy, I love you, pal. Thank you for all you've done for me. And folks, I was also fortunate enough to know pretty well the man after whom this award is named. Rick Byard's father, Lex Byard, a man that Henry Topel and a few others convinced me to go and try to convince, that is Lex Byard, Rick's dad. I was part of a delegation to try to convince, as some of you old-timers in here know, I was sent to him to try to convince him to run for the United States Senate in 1972. He was a big, strong, and powerful man, a man who I admired greatly. So this award is named after Lex Byard and the Byard family, and some of you may not even recall this. The Byard family is truly the most prominent family in Delaware political history, and that's not hyperbole. There have been more Byards who have been United States senators than any family in American history. 5 of them, as Thurman Adams knows, starting with James A. Byard, who was a congressman before he was a senator. And he's the congressman among several who cast the deciding vote in 1800 to elect Thomas Jefferson, President of the United States of America. He went from there on to become a United States senator. To Thomas F. Byard, who was the president pro tem of the United States Senate and ran for president of the United States in 1884. He lost, but he became Secretary of State. That sound familiar? It ain't all bad when Delaware senators run for president and lose. There's another life, apparently. A career path I considered. And Rick's grandfather was elected to the United States Senate in 1922. What a family, ladies and gentlemen. What an incredible family. I have my desk in the United States Senate, Thurman. You know, senators, literally, we're like children. We actually carve our names into the desk drawers of the desks we have on the Senate floor. It's a tradition. And Matt, my desk has the name of 2 Byards who are United States senators. So I tell you what, it's a great, great legacy, and a great honor to receive this award. And as I said, speaking of family, that's just how we Bidens, and the reason why I asked my family to stand here with me for a few minutes. We Bidens think of the Delaware Democratic Party. It sounds corny, but we think of a lot of you folks who've been with me for so long as family. You've been with me every moment of my adult life. Since I joined the Democratic Party as a kid getting out of school. You were there for me after the accident. You were literally there for me, many of you, after the accident. You took my 2 beautiful sons, Hunter and Bo, and you took them into your hearts. And then you kept them there for the past 36 years. And when Jill came into my life to save my life, you were there to welcome her. I'll never forget the first Democratic picnic she attended. Really, remember? And how many people, going back to the women I love like Mabel Landman and Gertie Thorpe and others who embraced her and literally brought her in to the Democratic family. And then when our Ashley was born, You embraced her as well. Many of you were with me in that improbable night in 1972 at the Hotel DuPont, and that awful night in 1987 when I dropped out of the presidential race. You looked out for me when I was hospitalized with an aneurysm that was supposed to be fatal back in February of '88, and you were looking out for me not only then, but many of you, especially the candidates, have been looking out for me this year. You are my support and you are my sustenance, and that is not an exaggeration. Bo, Jill, Hunter, Ashley, and I, we love you for everything you've done for our family, because honest to God, you've made a difference in my life. Thank you.